Hello, future sixth graders. I'm Miss Kleiner, and I teach one of the sections of sixth grade art history here at Basis Scottsdale. So with each unit that we learn, we'll start with an era of art history. So we'll begin with the prehistoric era, we'll look at the classical period with ancient Greece and Rome, the medieval, the Renaissance. We'll move into the 19th century, the 20th century, and get up to the modern day. So every unit begins with art history, and what's special and unique and cool about this class is when we do our art projects, our projects are digitally based. So some projects are more design based, and we'll be doing a little bit more of a graphic design approach. And then some some projects are photo based. So we'll be doing photography and learning about cameras and getting good exposures and learning things about aperture and shutter speed and ISO and all of these things that help you take and create really great photographs. So now I just want to show you a couple examples of some student work that has been done by sixth grade students. So these are two examples from units where we focus on more design-based learning. So a couple of examples that are more based in design. And then these two photographs were taken for a later unit where we were doing photo-based projects. So for example, these were from Unit 6. And here are some fun things that we usually end up the year with. These are from Unit 9. So just some fun examples of things that we could be learning about in this class. So I'll switch back to me really quick. Here we go. So that's kind of a little bit about the section of art history that I teach, bringing in design, bringing in photography, some examples of work that you could do in this class. And I hope you pick an elective that brings you joy, makes you happy, and explores your personal interests. So have a great rest of the year, fifth graders, and I'm excited to see you next year as sixth graders.
Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Hathaway. I'm the sixth grade art history and practice music teacher in the strings section. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I went to ASU for music school. I went there for my bachelor's degree and my master's degree. I like to play music all the time. Even when I'm not teaching it, I'm at home, I'm practicing music, I'm trying to write my own stuff. There's a number of groups that I play with around the valley, including at the Arizona Renaissance Festival. I have some groups that I play with there. I play in a rock band occasionally. I also participate in the Glendale Community College Percussion Ensemble. Any chance that I get can fill up my free time with playing some more music. I always try to jump on it because truly I can't imagine anything more fun and a better use of my time. So a little bit about the class. This class is an introduction to playing bowed string instruments, as well as a tour through the deep history behind the tradition of the orchestral music scene, starting from prehistory and working our way through all of the major eras in Western classical music, all the way up into the 20th and 21st century. To start, students will learn about and choose from the 4 bowed string instruments, including violin, viola, cello, and bass. And we'll work on that instrument throughout the year using the All for Strings method book. During the class, students will learn about the fundamentals of playing their instrument, including posture, basic instrument technique, rehearsal etiquette, and along with plenty of practice in learning how to master reading sheet music. Ultimately, we'll aim to play a concert with the rest of the orchestra classes in a concert in the spring, which also brings a lot of excitement with it. In the music history portion, students will be introduced to the history of string instruments as well as the composers who wrote for them. We will learn about the famous composers such as Johann Sebastian Bach, George Friedrich Handel, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, and many more timeless composers. We will see just about how they went about writing for these instruments, as well as how they were able to influence each other and understand what it really means to listen to and understand the characteristics that make orchestral music so unique and enjoyable. I've been a musician for my whole life, and if there's one thing that I think makes it an art worth really learning and preserving, is that it ultimately helps to build strong connections to other musicians in every other culture. And that truly unifies the world in a way that sometimes defies description. Music is also a subject that requires dedication and perseverance, and I can say that with certainty that some of the most open-minded and creative problem solvers out there had a background in music. It is also an art that summons feelings and emotions seemingly from nowhere, and it helps to make us better understand ourselves and each other, which I think is just really unique and wonderful. This is a subject that also requires students to think in ideas and abstract patterns, and it teaches us that perseverance and diligent work is what truly makes people great. To quote Hungarian composer Zoltán Kodály, "Real art is one of the most powerful forces in the rise of mankind, and he who renders it accessible to as many people as possible is a benefactor of humanity." I'm absolutely thrilled to have any incoming fifth graders who are interested in joining this class. If you ever want to come talk to me about music or have questions about instruments, I will always lend an open ear. In fact, I basically listen to people for a living, so I'm always happy to listen. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you next year.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Weiss. I am the 6th grade drama teacher here at Basis Scottsdale. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the course so you can make an informed decision about what you'd like to do next year. So, drama class is a very non-traditional class. What we do is the very first thing is you all come in and we write a play together and perform it for our fall play. The play is based on ideas that really matter to you, and we spend a lot of time working through those ideas and generally what really matters to you as human beings. And we work with this idea of myth. What is myth and what sort of stories do we learn through myth? And we use that as our basic structure for our fall play. Then we move into several units about theater and performance and drama history. So we look at early ritual theater, Greek theater, medieval, Shakespeare, modern theater, all sorts of things like that, very Western focused. And after that, we move on to our final performance, which is a spring play, okay? And that's the last thing we do for the entire year. And that is a pre-published play. So that's the basic structure of the class. What I would like to do is I would like to show you this space so you can see what it is in terms of a non-traditional classroom.
So this is the black box theater that we have. This is our non-traditional classroom space. You will come in here every day and we will do all sorts of fun, interesting work. This big wall over here actually opens up to the gym, so we can do proscenium plays over there, which you will learn about. You see a lighting system up here. You'll also be able to do some work with that lighting system. And it should be a lot of fun. So we can do tech theater, performance, all sorts of different things. Then if we go swing around back here, this is where we keep all of our props and our costumes. So we have a lot of costumes in here for our plays. And you can see we have lots of props and all sorts of fun stuff. This was a globe that the 6th graders made a few years back for their fall play, and it was a delight. So that is the drama classroom, everyone.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope to see you next year, and hopefully we can have more of a traditional classroom experience and be able to do some live performances. Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, friends. I'm Miss Thompson, and I teach 6th grade choir. In 6th grade choir, we learn a lot of really cool things about music. We do study a lot of music history, and of course music theory, because it's important for us to be able to read and be musically literate. We do also get the opportunity to perform at 2 different concerts, so we spend a lot of time preparing our music for those. And the music that we sing is a wide variety. Some of it is what we would consider more classical music, but some of it is also more modern music. So I hope you guys will join me next year in 6th grade choir, and I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Hi, my name is Ms. Barrett, and I'm one of the art teachers here at Basis Scottsdale. In the 6th grade art class, we have 2 primary areas of focus. One of these is on the development of excellent art making skills. And so what we will do is focus on techniques like atmosphere and linear perspective, chiaroscuro, the modeling of light and shadow, and 3D drawing skills. And then the second area of focus is on art history. So the idea is to do a deep dive and look at different civilizations in order to try to understand factors like technology and culture and how they have shaped the art that people create. So we go all the way back to the very beginning. We're looking at the early Paleolithic people, and we're going to examine their lives and the art that they created, then move forward in time and evaluate different places, different time periods, and examine closely the kinds of art in all of those different places that people were making. So in a nutshell, that is the 6th grade art class, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in August when we get started.